Hello everyone. Today our topic is auxiliary verbs. Let's read these sentences. I going to school. So you can see that something is missing in this sentence and the sentence should be I am going to school. So am is missing. I given the book to him. Again, what is missing? Have. The sentence should be I have given the book to him. He not know the answer. So the sentence should be he does not know the answer or he did not know the answer. I have written all the missing words here. They swimming in the pool. So what is missing? They are swimming in the pool or they were swimming in the pool. The words that we added to correct the sentences are helping verbs. Okay. So an auxiliary verb is a helping verb. A helping verb is used with main verb to express the time of action and complete the meaning of a sentence. Sometimes it helps to express the mood of the speaker. So as you can see in these sentences that we are using helping verbs to complete the meaning of the sentence. Without the helping verbs, the meaning of the sentence was not complete. So helping verbs are used to complete the meaning of the sentence and it is used with the main verb to express time of action. Now there are two types of auxiliary verbs. First one is primary auxiliaries and the second one is modal auxiliaries. Now what are primary auxiliaries? The primary auxiliaries are be, do and have. Look at these sentences. He is watching a film. So here is the primary auxiliary verb and watching is the main verb. Has your work been completed? Do you not like listening to music? Do is auxiliary verb, listening is main verb. Now what is the function of auxiliary verb? They function as auxiliary verb only when used as helping verb in a sentence. Be, do and have are verbs and can be used as both main or auxiliary verbs. Now we will see that how this be, do and have, it can be used both as auxiliary verb also and as main verb also. As main verb, they convey the full meaning in a sentence. For example, I am happy. So you can see in this sentence we have only am and we don't have any main verb. So in this sentence, am is not auxiliary verb, am is not the helping verb. In this sentence, am is acting as main verb. Okay. Next sentence, she does her work. Again in this sentence also you can see that does is acting as main verb. Okay. So does is acting as main verb in this sentence. They have a new puppy. Again you can see that as we don't have any action words or the main verb in the sentence, so have, here have is acting as main verb. Now what are the forms of auxiliary verb? Look at the table to revise the forms of the primary auxiliaries. Okay, as we have learnt, be is the primary auxiliary. What are the forms of be? Is, am, are, was, were. What are the forms of have? Has, have, had. What are the forms of do? Do, does, did. Okay. Let's learn more about primary auxiliaries. Okay. What are the functions of primary auxiliaries? Be, is, are, am, was and were are used to form continuous tense. They are also used to form questions and negative sentences. For example, he is working hard. So here you are seeing that is a primary auxiliary and it is used to form continuous tense, which is present continuous tense. In the second sentence, were we singing too loudly? Here again see, were is primary auxiliary and it is used to form interrogative sentence. She was not feeling well. Was is primary auxiliary, and here we are using primary auxiliary to form negative sentences. So the auxiliary verbs are used to form continuous tense. They are used to frame questions and negative sentences. Next, have, has and had are used to form perfect tenses, frame questions and form negative sentences. Let's see the examples. Harry has eaten his food. So here has auxiliary verb and it is used to form perfect tense. Okay, it is present perfect. He hasn't delivered the letter. So again has is used to form negative sentence. Have they finished cooking the food? Here have is used to form interrogative sentence. Before Somesh left the house, he had completed his work. So again we are using had to form past perfect tense. So auxiliary verbs, that is has, have and had, are used to form perfect tenses, to form negative sentences and to frame questions. Do, does and did are used to form interrogative and assertive sentence in the simple present and simple past tenses. Okay, let's see. Do you read books? So do is used to form interrogative sentence. Did she finish mowing the lawn? I did not read the book. Did is used to form negative sentence. She does attend yoga every afternoon. Note, primary auxiliaries change form according to the person and number of the subject and also the time of the action. So you have seen in the above examples that primary auxiliaries, they change their form according to person and number of the subject. As you can notice here, he is singular and so with he we will use singular verb, that is. If I change the subject and I say they, then what we will say? They are working hard. So the primary auxiliary will change form according to the person and the number of the subject and also the time of the action. Now based on the above explanation, students, we are going to do this exercise. Okay, cross out the sentences where the underlined verbs do not function as auxiliary verbs. Do you sleep in the afternoon? You have to tell me that here do is underlined. So do is auxiliary verb or do is the main verb. Here the main verb is sleep. So do is acting as auxiliary verb. I have written short form. We are not going to visit France. Again you see are. It is acting as helping verb, that is auxiliary verb. Now in question 4, they have 5 horses in the stable. We don't have any action words and the main verb. So this have in this sentence, it act as main verb. His father was a pilot in his younger days. Again in this sentence also, was is acting as main verb. Next exercise. Fill in the blanks with the correct forms of the verbs given in the bracket. Blank form a line quickly. In bracket you have do. So yes, the answer will be do form a line quickly. Daksha blank feeling hungry. And in bracket you have be. You have to use the forms of be. So for this sentence, the correct answer will be Daksha is feeling hungry or Daksha was feeling hungry. Both are correct because you know that is and was are forms of be. Next sentence. Question number 4. They blank going to watch a film on Friday. Again in bracket we have be and you have to use the correct form of be. So the answer will be they are. Present continuous tense and you know that are is the form of be. So they are going to watch a film on Friday. Okay. So in this way you have to do this exercise. Now as we have learned that auxiliary verbs are of 2 types. Primary auxiliaries we have done and the next one is modal auxiliaries. Now what are modal auxiliaries? Read these sentences. It may rain tomorrow. Which dress shall I wear? You can sit on that bench. We should obey our parents. I could finish this model by tomorrow. I would help the poor man if I were you. Will you go to the market and buy the vegetables? 3 teachers might accompany the students on the trip. So in the sentences, a verb, all the words in color are helping verbs and help to express different moods and attitudes of the sentence. They are called modal auxiliaries. Okay, now we are going to do modal auxiliary in detail. Modal auxiliaries are verbs that are used with main verb and express different moods, meanings, and attitudes. Now, what are the attitudes? Like permission, possibility, certainty, and necessity. So, modal auxiliaries are verbs that are used with the main verb and express different moods, meanings, and attitudes like permission, possibility, ability, necessity, and certainty. So, now we will see a table. Okay, let's move to this table, and this table is very important. We notice that each modal auxiliaries express a certain purpose or mood. Study the table to learn more about the various uses of some modal auxiliaries. So see the function. To ask for permission, we can use modal verbs like may, can, and could. Okay, could is polite, may is formal, can is informal. When you want to ask for permission, you can use these modals. May I enter the room? See, it is formal. Can I take this pen? Informal. Could I walk back with you? This is polite. To give permission, you can use may and can. Yes, you can use my crayons to color your sheet. No, you may not leave the room. To express possibility, you can use may, might, can, and could. I may go to the carnival this evening. So this is the possibility. I might go to watch the play this evening. Less possibility. Don't stand close to the door. You could get hurt. Remote possibility. Next, we have to express ability. To express ability, you can use can and could. Example, I can climb a tree. So this is the ability. Mohit can drive a car. They could sing well till a few years ago. To express request, you can use can, could, will, and would. Can I go home now? Informal. Could you deliver this letter to the minister? Polite. Would you lower the volume, please? Again, this would and could are polite models. To express a command, a promise, or a threat, you can use shall, will, and must. Example, they will get a gift each after the show. He will regret his decision. You must compensate me for this. To express willingness, we can use will. I will go for the dance class 3 times a week. To give suggestion or advice, we can use should or ought to. We should leave the station in half an hour. Children ought to go to school. Now note, ought to is stronger than should and implies a moral duty and what is right. So ought to is stronger than should and it implies a moral duty and what is right. To express wish, we can use may. May you do well in life. So this is the wish. For expressing our wish, we can use may. Now, based on this table and based on the uses of modal auxiliaries, we are going to do an exercise. Okay. Fill in the blanks with correct modal auxiliaries. Blank, you play the piano. What you can write? What, may or can? So the appropriate modal is can. Can you play the piano? Blank, I have a glass of water. So may or might? The answer will be may I have a glass of water? I think you blank clean your room. I think you should clean your room. I think I blank go to church this Sunday. So what is the correct answer? Will or would? I think I will go to church this Sunday. So this was all for today. Thanks for watching.